All right, we're back. I'm having connectivity issues between my phone and my GoPro and the app, and that's probably mostly because I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm just trying to figure all this out. But we're out here bank fishing Lake Travis at the very tail end of a cold front, which has dumped a lot of rain in the area. Our lake is up 5 or 6 feet as of this morning in the last 4 days. I've already caught 6 or 7 fish, missed at least 4 or 5 other ones. So the fish are on the chew. The water temp is 100% still in the 70s. And yeah, let's keep fishing. Let's just keep fishing. If I was brave enough, I'd get in the water, but the water's warm. But the bank is not, the wind is not. And I just want to fish and catch a few. There's one, hooked up, good fish. That's a good fish, guys, good fish. Hooked up with a good one. I hope somebody's watching. He's not jumping. I got my ultralight, 6-pound line and a rooster tail, and that's a decent fish for an ultralight rod. Oh, it's a nice spotted bass. Look how beautiful this fish is. That's a beautiful fish. Look at this guy. That's an absolutely gorgeous fish. On the rooster tail, 1/8 ounce rooster tail, gold blade, and a bait fish imitating body. Beautiful fish. All right, that's number 7 or 8 for the trip. Thank you. We're gonna make our way down past the little weed edge and then call it a night. Stickfish. Oh, that's a trophy stickfish. Oh no, it's somebody's line. We got some line. Let's see if we can pull that line in and see if maybe there's a lure attached to it. Yep, hooked the line. At least we can try to get it out of the water. Oh, it broke. Well, we got it out of the water at least. That's some benefit. If you're watching, shout out and drop your channel, drop your social media. We'll help each other out. We're bank fishing the shores of Lake Travis, Central Texas, near Austin, Texas, after a cold front. The fish are moderately aggressive. They're chasing bait fish for winter. And we're just trying to catch a few before we have to go home and have some dinner. Trying to get some evening fishing in before the time change, because then it's going to be hard to fish after work after that, because it's going to be getting dark at 5:30, 6 o'clock. That was a bite. Missed it, dang it. That was a bite though. That's what I'm saying. The fish are active and they're biting at the lure, but they just seem a little finicky. I think this cold front's got them thrown for a loop. That's a fish. Oh, what is that? Is that a catfish? Did you see that freaking catfish jump like that? This thing is insane. Are you guys watching this catfish? What is wrong with you, buddy? Since when did catfish jump like that? That's a nice channel. On the rooster tail. Look at that sucker. I'm just trying to find a place to set my rod down. Look at this thing. Somebody made a little table here. Look at this nice channel catfish. Just destroyed the rooster tail. And did you see him jump? That was crazy. I have pliers, but I'd have to get them out of my pocket. I think I can get this loose. Oh, he ain't gonna. Why? I keep losing connection. I hope y'all saw that catch. Now he slimed my line. That's disgusting. That was crazy. That was nuts. These crazy catfish. You crazy catfish. Well, I hope whoever's watching, I hope you enjoyed that crazy catch. The catfish was an acrobat. Acrobat. The area I'm fishing, it looks like a big flat rocky nothing, but there's a little bit of a drop off and there's some brush and stump piles like kind of scattered out in front of me, and the fish are just kind of roaming around anyway, feeding up before the winter are coming, because this is our first real cold front. And I think it's really triggered the fish to be like, hey guys, it's gonna be winter soon. We need to eat. Big old turtle out there. Oh, I can see a big old stump in the water in front of me. That's why I'm fishing this spot. Ah, of course my lure's jacked up. Jacked up. Oh, that fish must have cut me. I had a little blood. There's the stump. There's a big old stump in the water. I doubt y'all can see it, but it's directly in front of me, just a little black spot in the water. That's what I'm trying to fish around, is these little stumps that are just offshore. God, a prime spot for a bass. Right there. think that fish finned me, but he must have. I never felt it. We're just gonna fish up to this little area right here, and we're gonna call it a day. You know what, let's just skip right over to it. Let's skip to Maloo. Skip to Maloo. Should be able to pick up a fish or two through this little spot. Starting to get cold. If you're watching, please drop a comment. Let me know who you are, where you're from, how you enjoy the afternoon of fishing. I haven't caught anything in a few minutes, but we've caught 7 or 8 fish, lost 4 or 5 at least. Wintertime, well, cold front fishing, Lake Travis here in Central Texas. We're just fishing for anything that bites. We've caught bluegill, largemouth bass, spotted bass, and a catfish, all on a rooster tail. My hands are finally getting cold, so that's the prime spot. There's a brush pile out there. I'm gonna fish this and go get out of here. Kind of skipping over some areas because I only have a few minutes of fishing time left, and I want to kind of try to concentrate my efforts on what I consider to be the most high percentage areas for getting a strike. So all right, this will be our last little stop. 10 or 15 casts through this. There's a fish. Decent fish. Decent fish. I knew this spot would be better. It's got deeper water, closer to shore, a lot of brush out there. What do we got here? Bass? It's not really fighting like a bass, but it is. Oh, is that a drum? It's a white bass. awesome. Look at this. Look at all these species today. We have, look at this. It's a beautiful white bass. Man, that white bass. Man, that catfish horn. Look at this beautiful white bass. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at this guy. That's a little bit of a surprise catch. They're not normally on this, although the wind-blown point, they're just running up and down that deeper water. Thank you. That was awesome. That is 8 or 9 fish of 5 different species. That was cool. Maybe there's more. There should be. There should be more. Kind of excited now. The white bass normally run in schools. This is our last stop. We're gonna take it back in after this. I'm gonna fish this last little spot. It's starting to get a little chilly. My hands are getting cold. Oh, I can cast almost all the way out to that thing. A helicopter. It's gotta be military. I don't think a lot of civilian ones will be flying out in this. Might have been a little bite. Dang it. That's gross. Stupid fish horned me. Horned me! Alright guys. It's gonna about do it. Here we go. We're on the last cast train here. What I say by train is I always end up making 10 or 20 last casts. Once I'm out here fishing, it's really hard to stop. And we've had a good evening. We've only fished for like an hour and a half, and we've caught 10 fish. We've lost 4 or 5 others. We've caught 5 species. We've We've caught bass of 2 species, largemouth and spotted, red breast sunfish, catfish, channel catfish, and a white bass. I'm a little surprised I haven't got a bite right here. Just a little. Love to catch one more, then call this video a day. That was a rock. I think the first one was a rock, and I think the second might have been a bite. So we'll make another cast here. See what I mean? Just can't stop, can I? All right, let's get down. Let's get back to the boat ramp. Except we're not in the boat this time. Oy. Wind's chilly. Speaking of chilly, I have chili at home. I guess I walked farther than I thought I did. That's all right. There's the truck mobile. Almost to the, we're gonna make a couple casts off that dock as the last cast. Almost done, trucky. Trucky. Well, if you're watching, I'm about to make my last few casts right here on this little dock. It's been a good evening. We've caught 8 or 10 fish, 5 species. We're at Lake Travis in Central Texas at the tail end of a cold front. Here we go. Should be able to get a bite here. hung? Fudge, I'm hung up. Well guys, that's gonna do it. I appreciate it. Thank you for watching. Live stream over. Time to go home.